All right, guys, today we're going to be doing a full review on Omega Slings Olympus Green 0.5. Don't go away. All right, guys, I'm super excited about this one. We're going to be testing these bad boys out today. Now, I've been shooting Omega Slings bands for quite a while now. I've got quite a bit of probably around the end of winter, early spring, we started shooting them, and we've been going pretty hard with them ever since. The white kind of surprised me for the draw weight that we got on maxed out bands, coming in at around 8.8 pounds. Was really, really light for the speeds we were getting. That was around 304 to 307 feet per second, which was really, really good speeds on that elastic. Now, the green, in my opinion, from just shooting it, seems to be a little bit faster and a little bit heavier. We'll figure all that out today. We're going to do the usual. I'm going to get out. We're going to do some, we're going to take about 20 shots or so to warm up. Then we're going to do a draw weight test. Then we're going to do a penetration test, and we're going to find out what kind of speeds we're getting. And this way we can get a good idea of where we're at with a band set that's got somewhere around 30 to 40 shots on it. Should make a big difference. So we'll see. Okay, so let's get on down there. We'll do a little bit of shooting, a little bit of warming up, see how everything goes. I'll probably just clip it up real quick, and then we'll get to the testing. All right, today we're going to be shooting the Beagle from Prime 4 Catapults, and the bands we're testing is Olympus Green 0.5 from Omega Slings, and we have them tapered from 24 to 14. This is going to be a very interesting frame and shot because the elongation is it's 7 times. It's really, really long. So I test them from 24 to 12, but when I actually checked it, it's 24 at the fork tip, and it only comes up to 14 at the bottom because they're cut so short. The active band length thing on this thing is tiny. I can't even get it out over the end of the frame without stretching them out. See that? Look at that. Super tight. All right, guys. Now, I know if you've been around my channel for any bit of the time, you've seen this frame before. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is the Beagle version 1 from Prime 4 Catapults. It's a beautiful looking frame. Got some nice yellow liners in there. The fit and finish of this thing was just off the hook, and I absolutely love it. So let's get a good warm up, see how things are going, and then we'll go ahead and find out what the draw weight is on this bad boy. Put a couple of whacks on the pheasant head. That'll do. All right, so we got the scale here. We got to measure out and see what the draw weight is. Let's see where they come in. Now, keep in mind, guys, these are maxed out bands, so you are going to be seeing a heavy load put on these things. It's going to be pretty interesting because my first thoughts, I guess we could say, of this elastic here, we got it zeroed. My first thought of this elastic is it does feel heavy, heavier, but not crazy heavy, not like a heavy band. But let's see what kind of weight we got. We'll pull it off to the anchor point. Hold there for a couple of seconds. Oh, didn't save. Let's try it again. Anchor point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 4.6 kilograms, which comes into 10.1 pounds. That's heavy stuff, guys. And the funny thing is, it doesn't quite feel that heavy, but because the draw is still smooth. It's still smooth, but just more firm. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of speeds these guys get. But what we're going to do now is I got a nice little can. We're going to go ahead and set it up onto the little catch box, and we're going to rip an 8 mil steel on there and see what happens. And then I got a 9.5 mil steel to rip at it too, and we'll see how fast it goes on that one. We got a whole bunch of 9.5 and 8 mil steels. So let's get at it. Nice fresh can. Wow. That's crazy. We didn't even get a punch through on this can. This must be a thicker can. That's crazy. That hit hard. All right, let's try that again. Okay, we definitely got a hole in it that time. But now we got to try the 9.5 millimeter steel. We'll try that side. Look at this. This is a superhero can. We're putting crazy damage into this thing, but it's just like, it's worked to pop a shot in there. We're gonna try one more shot too, just for fun, just to be fair. And look at this. The ammo stopped dead right on the catch box. All right, we got another hole. We got another puncture on this one. So I don't know if we just got a couple of crazy hard spots, but I mean, look at the damage on that. I mean, we're definitely bringing the heat. This thing is going real quick. So the penetration test seems kind of weird, but we got to see what kind of speeds we're bringing. I'm assuming that we got a thicker can than usual, and that's why we're having such a hard time for poking holes in this bad boy. All right, guys, as per usual, we're going to take 5 shots with 8mm steel and 5 shots with 9.5mm steel, and we'll see how it goes. So here we go. First, 8mm steel. 300.4. 303.0. 301.7. 304.4, and last shot. 303.0. Interesting. I'm going to take one more shot just for fun. I feel like the bands are still breaking in a little bit stretching out. Yeah, and a little bit slower. Weird. Okay, so 9.5mm steel. Let's see where we're at. I'm thinking probably around 250-ish, 250-ish, 255. Let's see if I'm right. 245.7. Very, very similar speeds to the white. Very similar. 249.2. I'm noticing something weird with these bands. 248.4. 252.9. 246.6. I guess we should probably get to some final thoughts since we got all of our testing done. Very interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, guys. Here we are. I got to tell you, this test actually kind of took me by surprise a little bit. I was kind of expecting the green to be quicker. And really, when we were testing the two speeds back and forth, we got both over 300 feet per second on both bands. This one was probably very, very slightly higher. I'm talking like 3 to 4 feet per second faster on average than the white, but the scores were very, very consistent with each other, which is very interesting because the draw weight on these guys are heavier. So if you guys like a little bit of a heavier draw, a little bit more sturdier draw, then these will definitely be the ones for you. I was really expecting, I'm kind of shocked actually, I was really expecting it to be quite a bit quicker, but it wasn't. So that's that, I guess. I mean, the puncture, oh yeah, we gotta talk about the penetration test. The penetration test was interesting because the penetration test, we hit the can the first time with the 8mm steel on a full draw, and it didn't pop a hole. It dented it, sent it flying, but it didn't pop a hole, which is weird. Because usually 8mm steel is the one that punctures good. So then we took another shot at it just because it kind of blew my mind. And I squeezed the can, and it does feel sturdier than most cans. So it might have been a heavier gauge can, and this is why. Second shot, we did get a puncture though. So that's good. Then we tried the 9.5mm steel, and it was the same thing. We hit it around the same level too, which is kind of interesting. Put a good dent in it, and it didn't puncture. It was a good dent, and it looked like it was about ready to go. It had like a little funny line at the end of where the ammo hit. But then the second shot we took did put a puncture. So Very interesting results on this one. I'm kind of shocked and blown away. I think maybe we might be a little bit on the hot side. We're in around the 100-degree mark today, so it's pretty hot out here. I'm sweating balls again. It's just nasty out here. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know, but definitely interesting. I have a feeling these 0.5 may be a little bit better in the cold than in the warm. Like I did this spring, I was shooting the green with the cold, and it was working a little bit better than the white. So anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what the 0.45 do when we test those out now, because I seem to prefer the 0.45 better than in the green than the white. It seems like I get a little bit more speed out of them and whatnot. But now, who knows? Because I thought the same thing with the green. So we'll have to go and test that out and see where we're at. But still, I think we got up to 307 feet per second with these guys, which is a pretty damn good speed. 304, 307, somewhere around there. Still damn good speeds. And with the longevity you get out of these guys, that's pretty savage. Draw weight, probably a little bit heavy for me, but still, all in all, excellent bands. And if you want to give these guys a try, I'll put the link down in the description where you can find them. But great stuff. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. You guys stay safe, get out and practice, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys, freaking awesome. Yep, speed results really shocked me on this one. Bye for now.